I'll never slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll go. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this.
Hi YouTube, welcome back to my channel. I'm Jeff, the Ginger Bearded Biker. Today we'll be starting a new series involving my 1980 Wide Glide. Here's some before pictures of it back in the early 90s. This used to be my dad's bike. As far as I know, it was his very first Harley Davidson ever. Not sure if it was his first motorcycle ever, but this, well, I was led to believe was his very first Harley. Now, unfortunately, as you can see, it has seen better days. If you look close, there is stuff missing, like the entire primary is missing, the drivetrain, headlight, a lot of stuff is missing on it. As we come over here to my old truck toolbox, here's all the parts for it. Now, there's more parts in here than what will all go on the Wide Glide. My dad at one point just started collecting old Harley parts. Like I have a couple of that, I believe is the stock tail light for it. But then here's another tail light that my dad had acquired for some reason. There's a lot of parts in here. So I have to go through this whole box and see what is usable and what needs to be replaced, as well as taking the rest of this apart. Now, when I got it, it was just the frame. The engine was sitting somewhere, the transmission was sitting somewhere, the wheels were off, everything was all taken apart. I put it back together to this point just so that I could move it around. The reason why it's in so many pieces is thanks to my dad. Years ago, he decided he was going to disassemble it so that he could take the frame and get it powder coated. He thought it would be cheaper, which essentially it was cheaper for him to disassemble it and get it powder coated than to have somebody else disassemble it, powder coat it, and then reassemble. But he never got to the reassembly part. Now, I'm not actually doing anything on the Wide Glide right now, at least not in this video, mainly because, sorry about that everybody, I sat down to start editing the video and I got going through and something happened with everything that I recorded. Where it cut off was I was getting ready to explain to y'all why I've been putting off working on this bike. First and foremost, money. For the longest time, I didn't have any money to put parts into this. The other reason why I haven't really done anything is I don't have the title on this yet. This project's gonna take a few $1,000s. I already can see it now, especially if I decide to go with the upgrades that I plan on going with. I'm not going to spend a dime on parts if I go to get the title and I find out that my dad is not the one registered as the owner. I'm confident that there's not going to be any issues like that, only because when he purchased this bike, he was still married to my mom, and I know my mom wouldn't let him just have a bike without making sure that he had everything squared away with getting it in his name. So next time on the Ginger Bearded Biker, we will get into the engine and the big box of parts, and we'll actually sit down and we will go through everything and make notes on what's good and what's bad in the big box of parts. And we will pull the engine out of the frame and disassemble that. Now the engine is just sitting on the frame. There's not even motor mounts, which is the bolts, holding the engine onto the frame, so that's not going to be too hard. I did want to get a engine stand for it, but I think we might just go the cheap route and find some wood and do it that way. So yeah, that's the game plan for the next video. All right, well, that's it for this video. I hope you all enjoyed. Please don't forget to hit that subscribe button, smash that notification bell. If you got any questions, comments, concerns, please leave them in the comments. I will answer anything and everything. Keep the rubber side on the road, and I'll catch you all next time. Later.
I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up.
I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got